How often do you get tested?
Yes.
First things first, there are two people here now. So when you get to, let's say, the age of 40, okay, not to say that it does not affect the young people, oh no. In the past, yes, that was an accepted adage. Of course, diabetes for the old and for the rich. But it's no longer the same.
Yes.
With our lifestyles, we are having children at 22, 23 with type 2 diabetes, which I'll be talking about the types of diabetes. We're having young people like myself. I have to call myself. I guess I'm a young head on old shoulders. But young people are becoming more and more prone to diabetes.
Yeah.
So that fallacy and myth of that ni wazee, we should put away. That fallacy that this is a disease of the rich and the famous, we should put it away. It's only that those guys come out and they're in the media and we get to know. It's even more of a problem of the people who have no access to treatment, to food. There's also a lot of diabetes there. So when you find people who have not tested themselves, especially above 40, if you're above 40, you should test yourself as often as annually.
Okay.
If you're young, that's okay. It's just 5 seconds. The test costs less than 50 shillings in your local
really?
county. Oh, yeah.
Where can you get this test?
Any government facility, any private facility, any lab in town you see, they should be able to test your sugar. It's the cheapest and the easiest test. It's 5 seconds.
For 50 shillings?
If 50 shillings, some people, you can get it free. In government facilities, there are some counties which are offering it for free.
Okay.
With campaigns that we have, like in my church, and I didn't see you, Willis, when you were testing guys in church. We test guys for free.
It's good you've said this. Because every Monday, Willis comes here. Oh, Siju, you were told in church. Cooper, you didn't go.
Our church is live
specific
always on arrival station. So I can watch and be with Reverend Sheets and Pastor Pillows.
And for this 7th of July at the Carnival Grounds, we'll be doing free testing, and this campaign, of course, has been graciously supported by Royal Service, Media Services, and we are very grateful for that. The DMI Center and the Ministry of Health, we are out there, guys, to buy a t-shirt from all the media outlets, the outlets that you talk about, Tuskies and Carrefour, and even DMI in Hurlingham. Go and buy a t-shirt, 1,000 shillings. You don't have to even come anyway if you are busy, but buy the t-shirt, because with that 1,000, it's probably 2-3 vials for a child who needs insulin. And also use this money to train health workers in the public facilities to be able to diagnose diabetes and to put people on care. So that money is very important.
There are some people here who are on the hashtag. Duncan Muga Jr. is saying, I'm asking, so what does it mean when you're diabetic? Do you need, are you not supposed to eat anything sugary, for instance, fruits? And then again, he's asking, what's the side effect of too much sugar when it comes to sexual life? I heard you say that. And then also there are some who are listening to us even hapo hivyo kwenye bank queue. Naona sana Eva Schroeder. But Duncan ameuliza maswali mbili sana hapo. Na pia kama unaweza kuiongezea pia mambo ya kilo. And how sugar makes you gain weight as well.
Muhimu sana. Nianza na mambo mengine kisha nilejelea na lile swala nyeti.
Asante sana daktari. Asante sana.
All right. Let's talk about too much sugar and weight. Now sugar is found in all carbohydrate foods. But it's in different forms and different complexities. Let me give an example of ndoma and sugarcane. Or
sugar kwa ndoma?
There is glucose in ndoma, but it is so complex that the body needs to siaga and look for it. And that's the beauty about those foods that are complex starches. We call them low glycemic index foods. If you take ndoma and if you take a soda, both of them are giving you the same glucose, but ndoma, it increases your sugar slowly over the day and keeps you well the whole day in a very gentle way. Now, the soda, on the other hand, shoots your sugar up immediately. And then the pancreas produces insulin and brings down the sugar. By bringing down the sugar, what we mean is it converts it into fat or into other things. So the relationship here is too much sugar is converted into fat and you end up being, fat. So the best kind of glucose, because your body requires glucose. Even the diabetes patient requires glucose because how else will his body make energy? Remember the analogy I gave you.
Yes.
So even somebody who has diabetes, we don't say you don't take any food with starch or sugar. No, you need to because you need that energy. But now it's in moderation. I usually say when you take a plate, you've heard about the plate model. Some of these things look so simple until they don't look believable. Personally, let me give you my journey. I have been gaining weight and I'm scared. I mean, serikali inaweza nifuta kazi. I'm supposed to be the head of NCDs and I'm gaining weight here. So I decided, hey, let me lead from the front. Although it's good to set a thief to catch a thief. Give the guy who has a problem the job. He might be able to solve the problem better. So I decided to be eating less of dinner. The best way of losing weight, and I always tell people, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. So we want to eat badly, and then we go hit the
It's
gym. It will never
true.
work.
Okay.
You
This
cannot.
is true. Yes,
You're a
I can
witness.
confirm. I witness ni kama ndram.
Yeah.
So the best thing is you eat less. The way God created us, we are supposed to eat very little dinner. We are supposed to eat a big breakfast. That's why it's called breakfast. You're breaking a fast. You've been asleep a whole 8 hours. So when you wake up, that's the time you're supposed to eat the biggest meal. Breakfast is not a snack, Lulu.
Oh,
You don't
really?
kunywa kachai as you chomoka.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Breakfast, wake up and eat some githeri, ugali, and tandika kikombe ya uji, then go to work. Because 4 hours later, that's the time you require that energy. Kama saa hii uko kazini.
true.
So the food stays in the stomach about 4 hours. So 4 hours later is when you require that energy most because you're working. Now imagine if you took the heavy dinner as Kenyans do.
Yeah.
So 4 hours later after 9 o'clock, you're asleep pretty much. So where does that sugar go? It's stored as fat. Then you say mimi hata sikulangi lakini ninakuwa mnono. That's the thing. So the best and biggest meal should be breakfast, Lulu.
Okay.
So you eat breakfast like a king. Lunch you eat like a queen. Na
Okay.
Maringo kidogo.
Maringo, okay,
Dinner
okay.
you eat like a pauper. Kama Lazaro. So that should be the incline. So very little food at night, a lot of food in the morning. So that energy is used during the day and is not stored as fat.
Okay, I like what you said. The way God created us, in my mind I was picturing God going like, what is he about to say?
And it's true. And when you look at the way we lose weight is we eat well. Weight is 60-70% diet. Physical activity, yes, loses weight, but also keeps you fit.
Okay.
You need to do physical activity
Okay.
for fitness and also for loss of weight, but you cannot do it devoid of diet.
Okay.
So sukari hiyo, masoda nyingi, they are not healthy. Sometimes I think we think so highly of our bodies. How do you expect them to cope with all this eating? You cannot out-exercise a bad diet. The plate, for example, if you must eat, half of your plate should be vegetables. Another quarter should be starch kidogo, and then the other quarter should be protein. So that at any one time, if you cannot measure your carbs, your story, blah, 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 nyingi, ensure half of your plate ni mboga. Unajua Wakenya kama kina Willy Suku, wanakula ugali na mboga. Daktari anasema kula mboga na ugali. That should be the adage. Not the other way around.
Ugali ndio kuku.
Ugali ndio kuku.
Ugali na
Mboga is
mboga.
just at the top there, kadogo.
Mboga ni ile.
Ya kusindikiza.
Ya kusindikiza.
kusini
So
tu
it should be the
kitu.
other way around. Ugali should be sindikizing
Tupeleke
the mboga.
kitu
be.
Mboga should be more.
Okay,
So
okay.
that would be the best way of looking at how you eat more vegetables and less ugali. And I would wish that we teach this to our children. Because our generation is teaching our children crazy things about diet. We have fast foods and quick fixes, snacks and everything.
But there's no time.
There is time, Lulu.
Where's the time? Where do you
Imagine-
get time to have sijui half starch on your plate and a quarter protein,
But
a
how come
quarter
you can
green?
get 3 hours to wait at the doctor's reception when you have diabetes?
Okay, yeah. Wow. That's
There is
true.
time. There is time. If
Wow.
you cannot eat breakfast, some people tell me, oh, I can't eat breakfast. Why can't you wake up at 5:30 to have a breakfast, then leave at 6?
Wow, that's so true, Doctor. An eye-opener there.
Yeah.
If you cannot get time to cook,
Lakini 3 hours kwa reception.
Kwa reception ya
Dr.
daktari.
Kibasho.
How?
acha tutafakari hayo.